42-yard field goal by Husky kicker Grady Groos with the zeros on the clock gave the Washington Huskies a 24-21 win over the Washington State Cougars in a bitter, classic, hard-fought Apple Cup game. And you've got to give credit to the Cougars because they would just not go away. And this was one of those games where the Husky offense, again, they scored 2 touchdowns in the first half. They get one in the third. And then, as I said, the game-winning field goal by Gross with 1 minute 59 seconds. The Huskies drove all the way from the 10-yard line and all the way to the Cougar 25-yard line. And in that critical drive, the Huskies went for it on 4th and 1 from their own 29-yard line. It was a Roma Dunze's end around that got the first down and continued the drive. So you know what, let's go to the video and hear from Kalen DeBoer and a couple of the players.
The right look for it, just bearing the circumstances of them trying to stuff the line. So man, what a play call. Got to give kudos to the offensive staff and Coach DeBoer for believing in us on that. We just went out there and executed. It was perfect. So
when did you get the call that you were going to go for it? Was it when they sent the punt team out? Was it during the timeout?
It was during the timeout after the punt team came out. Yeah, I think they, we tried to get them to jump off sides, prior to that, and it didn't work. So we decided to go for it. Coming out of that timeout. So
what was your reaction knowing you were going to go for it? I mean, you're backed up on your own 29. It's a pretty big moment to go for it there.
Definitely kind of a risky call, but for me, every time we go for it, I'm like, okay, let's go get the first down. That's what I think. I don't got the mindset to. I will go for a 4th down and like 4th and 25 in Madden sometimes. So I don't care. I want to go get the first down. So I was excited and the offense was excited. I think we knew we were going to go execute.
For 8 weeks, you guys have found a different way to win. Is there any other ways you can do it?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. There's definitely more ways we can win, and we got a few more games to just do that. So got some games ahead of us, and we're gonna have to do the same thing. So definitely.
So Penix had the option to hand a DJ there as well?
Yes, yep, it's optional on that one. So yep.
Rome, do you feel like this team cares about style points?
Nah, man. We don't care how it works out. We just want to go get the win. However we have to do it. Whether it's grimy, whether it's violent, whether it's dirty. We're willing to make that sacrifice to go do those things. So, no, I don't think so.
You arguably saved the game a second time, which could have been an interception in the end zone there. What did you see with the ball in the air, and how does your mentality flip to, okay, I need to get this down?
Yeah. Me and Mike just weren't on the same page on that one. I seen the ball in the air, and I felt like the DB was probably in a position to, make a play on that. So I couldn't let that happen. Just bearing the situation in the game. So, was able to make a play on the ball and kind of break it up. But, yeah.
Are you concerned at all about the way the offense has performed these last couple of weeks?
I am concerned. I think we need to clean a lot of things up. On several different moments we're not able to execute and move the ball, and it comes down to our attitude, our effort on every single play, and it needs to improve immediately. So I am concerned with those things, and I think this week of practice we're going to go back and go back to the drawing board and buckle up for yet another tough opponent and go execute.
You guys got a lot of work to do still, but 12-0, perfect regular season, it's got to mean something.
Absolutely. We had the opportunity to make history tonight, and we did just that. So, great accomplishment. Honestly, really is. But for me, I think about the Warriors when they I think it was like 72-9, right? Best regular season ever. But what do people remember about that year? 3-1 comeback, LeBron the GOAT, obviously, coming back and winning the championship. So, at the end of the day, we want to put a ring on our finger.
Safety, corner, nickel, whoever it is, we know that they execute. We know how we prepare. We watch film throughout the week. So we're pretty comfortable with whoever's in there. So that's it.
I know you know about rivalries coming from Oklahoma State, but this is your first Apple Cup. What do you think? And now this team is 12-0.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm really not too big into rivalries. It's just another team. It is what it is. But this was pretty big. I've seen all the videos on Instagram and all that, and how they said they don't like us, we don't like them, whatever it is. But it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's 2 teams with some pads popping.
What was the mood like on the sideline after the mistake by Hampton? But Cougs tie it up at 21. What was the morale like on the sideline?
Yeah, like I say all the time, we say we don't flinch. That's what it is. We didn't flinch. We told Dom, next play, and I think he got a pass breakup like the next drive. So that's just how it's been all year.
How does it feel to say that you're in the same breath as the 91 team in terms of undefeated, right? You still have the national championship to go get, but for now, how does it feel?
Yeah, it's crazy you said that. The word of the week was legacy. And before, Eddie gave us a speech on, let's be some legends today. So our names in the history books.
Jabbar, what made those quick out passes so difficult to defend?
He just ripped it out really fast, giving us a hard time to read and react it. But he has a really quick release, one of the quickest ones we've seen. He's a really good quarterback, so my hat's going to have to go off to him.
How frustrating is it, or maybe frustrating isn't the right word, but playing soft coverage, off ball versus press coverage too?
It's not frustrating at all. I feel like I can do both. If there's press, bail, off catch, whatever it is, I feel like I'm pretty detailed at all of them. So whatever coach wants me to do, I'm gonna do it.
Team ever in my life. I've been very close, but this one is it's very special. Like from the day this team joined, summer, fall, I just see guys coming here and everyone's just making each other better. It's always encouraging words. No one's ever arguing. No fights. I think that's a huge thing. It's just the team-led locker room, huge.
Thank you. When you talk about that undefeated record, obviously that's special in any respect, but the way you guys have done it, you've just found a way, whether it's a late field goal like this or just finding a Stanley. What does it say about this team? When it comes down to it, you find a way to win.
I think those words are literally the answer, finding a way to win. We do everything. We practice every situation, last minute field goals. We practice all of that. So I think it's in the preparation we do. So I think we're always prepared for whatever happens, whichever way it goes.
Sorry, and obviously the next couple games are of championship caliber, Pac-12 next week. How much will that experience of these games finding a way to win serve you well, hopefully, in that Pac-12 title game next week?
Pac-12 title game, same thing. Just come out, practice, prepare, work on being perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect, but if you could practice being perfect, you'll succeed.
How do you prepare for Oregon?
How do you prepare for Oregon? I don't think we ever switched up anything any week, so keep the base practice going, practicing our plays, whatever we need to do, fix the things, The Pac-12 is an organization to where they work on what you messed up on. So I think, working on what we messed up on is a huge thing, and then working on the new things they may be doing. So, just practice makes perfect.
You mentioned
preparation.
I'm so sorry. You mentioned something about when you guys got together early in the summer. Yeah. You didn't know you were going to go 12-0, but what is it that you saw then that made, everybody bought into it?
Everyone really brought in when the coaches brought in us. I think from our workouts this summer, they really keyed into the details, and that was the huge thing. If y'all can remember the word details, they keyed into the details, worked with us and stuff. So I think once everybody figured that out, we all bought in. And if you ask the coaches about our numbers, everybody got stronger, faster, more lean, and the stats literally said it. We bought in, and it just was perfect. Everything fell into place.
No, he did mention, he came in with us reporters and said that. He said, I'm proud of my players, the numbers and everything else. But how did you guys get better as the season went on? Because that's the key. What was the key to y'all getting better as the season went on?
I think it's just a mentality thing. We know most games we shouldn't have been that close. But, it's happening. It's Pac-12. Everybody's good, So I think fighting every game, even when it's close, even when we're down, even when we're up, we have to find a way to win. I think Coach Grubb, Coach Morrell, and Coach DeBoer all put their mind to it. I think the play call on 4th and 1 with the fake inside zone and reverse to Rome was it's what you expect. You expect us to run inside zone, reverse to Rome. I think that was just a great play call. And then Coach Morrell defense, I'm starting to like it more and more and find myself in it.
All right, thanks. Appreciate you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I got you. Yeah, because I've seen some of them. I was like, oh, this one's fun. I like this one. This one's new. Okay, I love that.
Appreciate you.
In fact, let me.
Yeah, I go wrong. To me, you know, every football player that you run has the high Yeah, I think that,
Wow. You know, rivalry games are going to, you know, be special. And, you know, just hats off to Washington State and Coach Dicker, just, you know, making it tough, you know, playing good football. And so, you know, just proud of our guys, though. You know, and we get to the point where, you know, you win, you go 12-0 in a perfect season. You know, I can go on and on about how that happens and how hard it is, and you know, there's a lot of work and a lot of things that we still, I guess, feel within that you know, we want to accomplish. So we're going to enjoy it here for a short time. I told the guys we're going to have a 24-hour rule because it's a short week getting ready for the conference championship, but you do have to have a little bit of perspective for 1 second just to take it in and understand the place and history of the program, and you know, understand what 12-0, you know, really took to get to this point. So proud of these guys, and just proud of the efforts today. Took all phases, making some big plays. Obviously, it's never going to be perfect, and things that we can look at and improve on, but we got found a way. You know, and every game is its own game. It doesn't matter score comparisons and things like that. You know, we're gonna put a plan together, and guys are gonna go execute that plan, and we'll continue to make adjustments and keep fighting, keep swinging, and that's just who we are. And so proud of these guys.
Well, but before you sent the punt team out, or during the time?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we sent the punt team out there, and I really felt like, you know, that you know, we were trying to get them to jump off sides and see if we could get a free set of downs that way. Coming off of a timeout like that, when the clock stopped, it's not quite as good. I knew that, but figured it was worth a chance, and it gave us a little more time to talk about what we wanted to do offensively. You know, we're going to go for it, and hats off to the coaching staff, offensive staff, for, you know, putting this play in, having it ready to go for moments like that, for you know, red zone, short yardage moments, and you know, there's some moving pieces to that too. You got to trust your players to read things right, have great timing, execute, and between Michael and, you know, I mean, really everyone, and of course Rome, you know, just simple things like even catch the ball. I mean, you know, doing that, and then what worst case scenario is he was gonna be one-on-one with someone for a yard. So just proud of the way the guys executed, turned into explosive play, and gave us a lot of momentum. You know, it was still had another down to work with if we wanted to, but I just felt like running it down, having the clock stopped with 5 seconds. You know, I like where the ball location was as far as between the hashes for Grady to kick it. And, you know, he nailed it not just once, but he nailed it twice.
Was his scholarship in the works before?
We see it every day in practice. We've seen big kicks in games and all of that. Certainly, we were just looking for the right time. I think today was the right time to make that happen. So we knew sooner or later the time was going to come where we were going to, you know, recognize him, and our team just really believes in Grady. They love him because they know, you know, that he didn't have that scholarship. That might even be one piece to where they love him even more. And he's had some big kicks for us, you know, over the last year.
So did you decide right after the kick, or at what point do you say, let's tell him now? Like, how did that decision?
Yeah, I just, you know, I don't want to make emotional decisions, but it's a decision that we pretty much knew was going to happen at some point. Why not capture the moment, you know, and for the team and for Grady. It's something I think that you will remember for the rest of your life, not just the kick itself, but, you know, what happened after. And so he's just a special guy. I mean, let's just get that done with so he can move on and go kick another one for us next week. That's important.
What's it?
It is what it is. We're the same with what they've done, the last half of the season especially. And 5 minutes, there's a lot of game left. We had a couple timeouts to work with, and so it wasn't a short field, but it also you had to kind of blow up here pretty quickly. And really proud of the way they just we went and executed and got off the field. And they've done that many times here in the last half of the season, and they got a lot of confidence being in those moments. And once we get a team behind the chains at that time of the game, that's where some depth with guys rushing the passer and guys who can get home, make life uncomfortable for their quarterback. That's where we thrive. And I thought we did that a lot throughout the course of the game, not just at the end. We put a lot of pressure on Cam Ward. I mean, he's tough to grasp, he's tough to bring down, but I thought we did a nice job that way. There's things, we'll watch on film, would be better, but I think as long as we limit the negative plays, which I think there was a couple negative, one at the end of the first half, those are the ones that we got to just really get dialed in on and make sure that they don't happen, is the negative plays. And so positive moving forward, we can stay closer ahead of the chains. We got an explosive offense to where we can convert those third and mediums to even third and longs, but it's when you lose yardage and all of a sudden you're on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, where it gets hard. But we just got to keep stacking plays on top of plays. I thought there was some physicality still where the pile was moving, and there was a lot of bodies in there. And Dylan just runs really hard, and I know there's a belief from our offensive line that they can get it done.
It means a lot. We've been doing it all season. Defense making big time stops when we need it the most, and then just the offense, finding a way to get those points on the board when we need it the most as well. I feel like we played good complementary football towards the end of the game, but for the offensive side of the ball, we got to play better, and we will. I trust and believe in everybody on that side of the ball, and we just look forward to the next opportunity. But at the same time, we understand that we got to play better, and it's gonna come out.
You took a big shot at the end of that game. Were you feeling all right coming out of that?
I took a big shot. I ain't taking no big shots today. I'm good. At the end of the defense, and he squeezed in, and there's just a lot of grass out there. What's gonna happen? Coach Grub, he was talking about that play throughout the game, and he just kept saying that play is ready. And in the time we needed it most, it was a great time, and we was able to execute. It's a play we've been running all week, and we knew that whenever the time would come, we'll be ready to execute. Back to back. It's always a good team we're playing. It's like, can't take no credit away from those teams that we play, but just being able to find a way to win in those tough moments, I feel like it just shows this team character and our will to win, and that's what makes it so special. Like you said, it's definitely one of the reasons why we came back. We felt like we left a lot on the table. We felt like 11-2 was a good season, but we wanted to be great and we wanted to be legendary. I feel like we're on the grasp of it, but we still got a lot of work to do. We just got to make sure we just keep our head down, not get too caught up in the hype and the praises and the pats on the back. We just got to focus on what we can do to help this team get better each and every day.
So there you heard the post-game video from the players and the coaches, and really, there was talk again of the Huskies going forward on 4th and 1 from their own 21-yard line, and to a man, the team said, you know what? Of course, we expected to go for it. And so what happens now? Well, what happens now is the Huskies have a rematch with the Oregon Ducks next Friday in Las Vegas for the Pac-12 championship game. And the winner of that game is pretty much assured a spot in the college playoffs. So as I said, it's a rematch of what we saw here at Husky Stadium, where the Huskies beat the Ducks. But, everything is on the line. The two quarterbacks, Bo Nix and also Michael Penix, 2 Heisman Trophy candidates. The winner, it's a take-all game. It's a classic colossal matchup that's coming up here. And, the Huskies earned the spot to be there, and so did the Oregon Ducks. But for right now, the Washington Huskies finished their regular season 12-0 with a 24-21 win over the Washington State Cougars. For the For the CascadiaSports.net report, I'm Osvaldo Maria from Husky Stadium.